Welcome to HPRS 2321, Law and Ethics for Health Professionals. I'm your instructor, Ben Van Len, and you likely met me yesterday in lab for your phlebotomy program. I will probably refer to this course throughout its duration as Medical Law and Ethics. It's just the way I have it logged in my brain, and for whatever reason, it's how it comes out each time. My contact information is there in front of you. I share an office with Ms. Maniotis in Business 111, and my office phone number is 817-598-6466. If you need to reach me, email is probably your best option, and after that, if it is an emergency or something you need right away, you are welcome to call me on my cell phone or text me at 214-907-7164. Now, do be courteous of the fact that I get up at 3 a.m. for my other job, so late night phone calls will not be greatly appreciated. My office hours are Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4:15 to 5 p.m. following phlebotomy lab, and on Wednesday afternoons or by appointment. Anyone who needs assistance on the weekends can send an email or a message and expect a response within 24 hours. Throughout this course, we will look over the ethics and legalities of medical practices and facilities. Emphasis is placed on the medical professional's legal and ethical responsibilities, given consideration to liabilities associated with communicable diseases, patient contracts, consent and release forms, narcotics control, physician licensing, Good Samaritan Act, arbitration procedures, Anatomical Gift Act. We'll also look at the AMA and AAMA's codes of ethics and OSHA regulations. This is to see how they apply to the office environment, risk management, and HIPAA guidelines. Students are required to define and spell medical and legal terms associated with this course. Our learning outcomes expected for this course are the examination of laws, regulations, and other legal considerations that are applicable to the healthcare profession. We're going to look at ethics and bioethical issues, laws, regulations, and other legal considerations, and we're going to explore ethical and bioethical issues. Your required materials is internet access, and then the Law and Ethics for Health Professions 9th edition. You should have already purchased that book, and internet access is vital because this is an all online course. So your prerequisite is just admission to the phlebotomy program, and your co-requisites are your phlebotomy classes, also 1323 phlebotomy, 1460 clinical phlebotomy, 1491 special topics in phlebotomy, and 1209 interpretation of laboratory results. So our course policies are the same as the phlebotomy program. The student handbook will outline your course rules and policies, and you're responsible for reading the handbook. We're not going to cover that in detail here. Your sections 1, 2, and 3 violations are listed inside, and course policies are in the syllabus. Written and verbal instructions must be followed, and course rules must be followed, or a demerit or section violation can result. This course is going to move really quickly. We're going to cover a full semester's worth of information in only 8 weeks. Because of this, I'm going to expect you all to act like mature adults, and I will not be handing out warnings when there's rule violations. I do not often have to do write-ups, but if needed, they will be issued. Following in that maturity, my late work policy is assignments are supposed to be completed and submitted by the due date. There'll be a 10-point reduction per day until 2 days passed, and then you'll receive a 0. I don't reopen courses, but I will allow you to drop your lowest grade. For your assignments, I would like you to read the chapters prior to the lecture. Some of it will be reviewed through the lecture, but you will be familiar with the information. And then there'll be homework assignments on each chapter in Canvas, both a multiple choice test and a discussion question. If for some reason you miss an examination, they have to be made up within a week, or you are going to receive a 0 for them. You will know if you have missed this, and it will be your responsibility to arrange a time and date to retake this. And student retakes must be done in the testing center. Tutoring is by appointment only. I'm more than willing to do this. Reach out and we'll try to arrange a time. So for attendance, since this is a strictly online course, attendance is going to be more based upon whether you have completed the work. It's your responsibility to watch the lectures, complete the assignments by the due date. I plan to open things on Wednesdays and close them on Sunday nights. That gives you a period of time during the week, period of time on the weekend to complete your assignments. I also have the homework assignments open for multiple attempts, and if you need more attempts before the assigned due date, contact me and I will open up additional attempts. As you go through and take multiple attempts at that homework assignment, you are essentially studying for the following exams. The Health and Human Sciences Academic Honesty Policy is essentially the same as the one for Weatherford College. Academic integrity is fundamental to the educational mission of Weatherford College. We expect our students to maintain high standards of personal and scholarly conduct. So academic dishonesty of any kind will not be tolerated. This includes, but is not limited to, cheating on an exam, other academic work, plagiarism, collusion, or working together on a single-person project, and the abuse of resource materials. Any student who is demonstrated to have engaged in these is subject to immediate disciplinary action. So it could be as much as removal from the program. A full record of these violations are kept in your file, and it could be as much as removal from the college. I don't expect to see any of these problems, but we always have to talk about them in advance. A student always retains the right to appeal any disciplinary action that has been assigned. Technology and media access. The computer lab is reserved for phlebotomy on Wednesdays. There are also student computers in the library and in the technology building. I'm not going to excuse missing or late assignments due to computer issues. So plan ahead and make sure you finish them at the college if needed, or just with enough time to have a plan B. If you already use one of the locations at the college, no food or drink in the computer labs. You can take a screw cap water bottle in there, but they cannot be up on the desk. They must be stowed down inside of your other gear. For communication, I will communicate by all of the following modes: email, text, cell phone, or Canvas messaging. In all likelihood, the bulk of your things will come through Canvas messages, and all students and faculty will be in a group email. I would recommend putting your faculty contact information in your cell phone. That way, if we are trying to get in touch with you, it does not come up as an unknown caller. My information is a little lower in this document. I would also recommend routinely checking your Weatherford College email, and if you have not already done that, the directions for that are right below. I expect you not to use cell phones or devices when we are taking our examinations, and if you have questions or concerns, I would consult both the course syllabi and the student handbook for understanding. Stay engaged, watch the assigned lectures, and make sure you're completing your assignments by the due dates. Here's my contact information, and if you need or have questions, need help, be sure to reach out to me. A written copy of this document is a couple links below in this same module. Thank you. Following the video, I will also need you to open and go into two other components and complete the short quiz that's in each. To start with is the academic integrity policy right here. It is in your first module, and then your online student statement. The academic integrity policy is a much expanded version of the honesty policy we covered in the other document. It gives a lot more examples, clarification, and it comes down to just a single question here at the very bottom that you have read and agree with it, or you do not agree and will drop the course. The online student statement is very similar, and we'll open it up. It also consists of just a single question stating that you have read through and listened to all these startup course documents as assigned by me and understand the requirements to be successful in this course. Single question, submit it. It is graded just to prove that you have taken it. And here is the written version of the document we went over earlier. If you have any questions following these three segments, please feel free to reach out to me following lab or by one of my contact methods. Thank you. And please continue with Chapter 1 for this week.